Citrus Avenue, we're hearing our producer saying, look at that. I mean, almost in the dirt there, cutting off people on the freeway, going
that's
at
not a
really high rates of speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Utilizing that right shoulder there. It looks like he may be in the pocket to get off the freeway.
Whoa, here we go. Here we
Okay,
go.
now he's lost it. Just fishtailed. Just fishtailed. Hit two vehicles there. Spun that pickup truck around.
And still
CHP very close on his tail here, but wow.
36 towards Bristol.
Полиция преследует 3 подозреваемых в краже со взломом, пытающихся уйти от погони на кроссовере BMW.
Vehicle takes the first. We are on 36, signposted towards Bristol. Right, I'll take over, mate. Tango 2-2 then, I am car 1 again. Vehicle is slowing, we're down to 8-0. I'm IPP only, I can't put the box on.
После использования полицейского стингера автомобиль не может ехать дальше. Преступники пускаются на утек через лес. Но полицейские собаки не просто так колбаску за свою работу получают.
No, you're not going to stand up. You stay exactly where you are. Stay exactly where you are. Right, listen carefully. I have a taser. Oi, move your hand. Don't do it with your hand.
You're all under arrest for burglary.
Все 3 были задержаны и предстали перед судом.
And you're all under arrest on suspicion of failure to stop and dangerous drive.
Currently going 60 miles an hour.
Guys, I see Guardian overhead.
Yep, Guardian, we got him. We'll follow.
Полиция города Кент преследовала преступника с ордером на его арест, но преступник явно не горел желанием его получать. Почему, неизвестно, это ведь такая благодать.
Hey, Guardian, he's in non-coming lanes. Continuing eastbound on 277.
Hey, Guardian, if you got him, we're going to shut down. Just pay 10. Just let us know where to go.
There's going to be a spike out. Hit the spike.
Good spikes.
Hey, Guardian, he's still continuing eastbound. We'll stay on him and call it. You guys come back.
На перекрестке он хотел объехать автомобили, немного не справился с управлением и протаранил стоящий впереди пикап.
Just traffic collision there at the intersection.
West Valley.
He's getting out on foot, running northbound. He's going to try to jack somebody in a white SUV. The officer's got him at gunpoint, and he's running northbound, continuing northbound.
I got it.
Ну, а дальше волшебный тизер усмирил беглеца.
Guardian, he just got tased and he's down on the ground. Units are with him.
Yes, with them on the ground.
That maroon SUV.
Affirmative.
Воздушный патруль округа Кинг обнаружил на стоянке одного из торговых центров угнанный автомобиль. Подоспевшие патрульные хотели арестовать водителя, но не тут-то было.
Guardian 1, hold the air. They're backing up. They're trying to get away. Looks like they're going to play bumper cars. Yeah, looks like officers are trying to pin him in. He's still trying to get away.
Склизкий.
And he is fleeing eastbound out of the parking lot.
R22, he actively rammed us. Copy.
Guardian 1 northbound on first.
R22 needs somebody with him.
Guardian 1 northbound on first. 12400 block, the left lane. Okay, he's making a left-hand turn onto southwest 124. I got two officers behind him. Just passing first, heading westbound on 124th.
Heading westbound on 124th.
Just past second, still west.
Chief 17, want to bind the vehicle.
Just past second, still westbound, approaching 4th. Ran the stop sign, southbound on 4th.
Copy, southbound on 4th. 3 Victor, terminate.
Guardian 1 still southbound. I got officers terminating. He's passing 128 through a green light. Passing in the center turn lane. We can stay with him for a minute if Sergeant wants, or we can just stop following altogether if nobody cares.
Думает, что оторвался. Дурачок. От вертолета не уйдешь.
It's just past approaching 2nd southwest.
Nora 14, confirm we are terminating. Affirm.
Guardian 1 approaching 1st. Running the stop sign. Going to go southbound on 1st.
Copy, southbound on 1st.
Making the turn, going eastbound on 132nd.
Eastbound on 132nd. 164 at the 160 cars.
Guardian 1 is approaching 4th Avenue South.
Copy, approaching 4th.
Looks like it's going to go southbound on 4th. Yeah, it looks like the vehicle stopped right there at 4th and 132nd.
Преступник остановил автомобиль в частном секторе и решил, что пешком ему убегать комфортней.
Jack right there. He's taking off running north, eastbound on 132nd.
Copy, driver's taking off northeastbound on 132nd.
I think it's
Speaking to him there.
okay. He's still running eastbound. Looks like I think it's a white male wearing a like plaid shirt, multiple color. Looks like they're southbound on the trail there. If you go to the end of 132nd, there's a little trail that spirals up and crosses over 509. He's going to be crossing over the other side of 509.
А полицейским тоже норм.
Okay, got officers in foot pursuit, going up the spiral, up over the top of the overpass over 509. Guardian 1 looks like officers are gaining on him. He's pretty slow, just a few feet behind him, and he's going down.
Эх, даже обновки не успел разносить.
Looks like officers are struggling with him, but it looks like they're getting him into custody.
There, so that is going to be something that they're going to be looking for now. As we come up,
А из этого парня бесов точно изгонять придется. Полиция долины Сан-Габриэль преследовала преступника за нарушение правил дорожного движения, но он не смог перебороть себя и начал наматывать себе сроки по полной.
up ahead the next mile or two, there is going to be definitely some slower traffic, which is normal for this time of the morning here, but you can see he's kind of lined up behind that red SUV there and having to slow down because of it. So something that we will be watching, but in excess of 105 miles an hour at points, and dramatically now having to drive a lot slower, but he is going to try and do his best to weave through some of this slower traffic. Look at that, straddling lanes, trying to get through some of the slower traffic. Now he's made his way over to the right shoulder here, and there is the potential that he may want to get off the freeway. He does have, I believe that's going to be the Sunflower off-ramp here coming up shortly. So right now he's kind of set himself up to exit the freeway. Whether he does so or not, no, it looks like he's going to make his way back onto the main line to the freeway there, all the way over to the fast lane of traffic here, the HOV lane, and you can see just kind of weaving in and out of some of the slower traffic in the area here. So yeah, desperate moves by a desperate person, we would presume here, because of the nature of his drive. You can tell he is definitely not wanting to give up peacefully at this point. So CHP is definitely in very close pursuit, as well as the CHP unit overhead, so they are definitely following this guy pretty closely here. In fact, you can see that one CHP cruiser that is very closely behind him, given the fact that he's been driving so erratically. That's doing a great job by the CHP there, but again, just utilizing the right shoulder there, and now kind of making his way over to the main lines of the freeway. So yeah, just an extremely dangerous situation here because of the fact that there are so many other commuters on the road.
В напряжении держит, пока даже смонтировать нечего.
Azusa over towards Irwindale, and this slower kind of traffic is going to be with us for the next couple of miles at the very least here. So he's going to be challenging himself in terms of his driving skill over the course of the next couple of miles.
По-моему, он просто сильно и срочно хочет какать. Или утюг на плите забыл выключить. Или на край свет в холодильнике не погасил. В общем, срочное что-то точно.
Again, just a situation where this person just driving very erratically, at times very fast, very unpredictably, and causing a danger to a lot of the commuters that are on the road with him. Guys, let me send it back down to you for a moment.
And I guess you think, okay, well, it was just a failure to yield, speeding, and the person didn't pull over. But when you hear that a gun was tossed, and what believed to be a gun was tossed from the vehicle, then you start to wonder what this person, why this person is running. That it's not just to.
Okay, Citrus Avenue. We're hearing our producer saying, "Look at that! I mean, almost in the dirt there." Cutting off people on the freeway, going
that's
at
not
really high rates of speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Utilizing that right shoulder there. It looks like he may be in the pocket to get off the freeway.
Whoa, here we go. Here we
Okay,
go.
now he's lost it. Just fishtailed. Just fishtailed. Hit two.
Но сейчас-то точно уже можно не спешить.
Very close on his tail here, but wow, unfortunately.
Вторая порция подходит, наверное.
That Nissan Sentra still able to carry on the freeway there, but wow, just a dramatic scene there where he tried to make an aggressive move, lost control, the car fishtailed, lost the back end there, the car fishtailed, he hit that white pickup truck and then the dark colored pickup truck and actually spun that.
Ну вот не спешил бы, просто пришлось бы штанишки простернуть. А вот с машиной уже одной полиролью не отделаешься.
That CHP unit was very close behind Azusa and Irwindale beyond that, so you can see, well, no attempts to slow down. What's that red car doing? Okay, is the red car necessarily trying to just stay on the freeway? I mean, you'd think that he would actually kind of back out, but what's the red car doing? Okay, at any rate, the Nissan Sentra, the dark-colored Nissan Sentra with the front end damage is what we are following at this point, kind of weaving in and out of traffic there. Is that a motor officer behind him, a CHP motor behind him? It looks like it. So yeah, you can just see that the suspect is just kind of weaving in and out. Now westbound on the 210 freeway, and it looks like he's kind of making efforts to go over to the right lane, maybe even to get off the freeway at some point. We'll watch and see what he does here. He has not done that in a way that would make us believe that he is really trying to lose the police, other than when he first came to air in the Laverne area, when he actually got off the 210 freeway east and then got right back on the 210 freeway west. But now we are going to be coming up on the Irwindale area over towards the 605, and perhaps this is an area that he might be familiar with. If you were listening to us just a couple of minutes ago, that 605 and the 210 is the area where he just threw a gun out of the window there. That is what they believed at that point anyways. But now, again, we're kind of returning to that area, into the Irwindale area, westbound side of the 210 freeway. We'll be coming up on Irwindale, we'll be coming up on the 605 freeway, and beyond that, we'll see what he chooses to do here. But some desperate moves by this guy, this suspect, who was initially wanted, from what we understand, for expired registration. Guys?
And the illustration of what we were just talking about a moment ago, putting people in danger, cavalierly hitting other vehicles, leaving them strewn about the freeway, and then just continuing on with his damaged vehicle. Again, continuing to put people at risk. This is the 210 freeway near the 605 at this point.
Going over towards the 10 and perhaps over towards the 60, something we will be watching. But now, you know, of course, with the helicopters overhead.
Я бы на его месте окошки-то приоткрыл.
Okay, I've got you there. I meant just after that. All right, exiting the freeway there, so at some point, let's see what we've got here. Lower Azusa is what Rich is telling me there. He's kind of in that center lane, which is clear of any traffic at this point here, so let's see what he does. Okay, so busted through the red light, making a turn towards us. That's an eastbound turn, and now he's kind of going over that 605 freeway. Does he want to get right back on the freeway, or is he going to continue on an eastbound track? So it looks like he's passed up his opportunity to make a clean transition back to the north 605, but it looks like he's slowing down here. So I don't know what that means. Is any damage to his car starting to catch up to him, because he's certainly not traveling too fast, and maybe that's a good thing considering that we are on surface streets at this point here. Right now, we're eastbound, and well, let's see here. Eastbound, kind of coming through an industrial area, but in a matter of about a block and a half, we're going to be in a residential area here. So there are going to be people who are on the sidewalks who are going to be kind of watching what's going on here. So given the fact that there are going to be pedestrians in this residential neighborhood here, that might increase the level of danger for anyone who might be out and about. Right now, we're moving through that industrial zone here, and now we're going to be just now moving into that residential neighborhood. We're kind of where it shifts into that type of a scene here. So, well, yeah, 2 cruisers and 2 motorbikes right behind him now, but, well, not driving too fast, and that's probably a good thing, all things considered here. Hopefully he just decides to give up peacefully, but as you can see, and as you have been watching, some pretty desperate moves by what is likely a pretty desperate suspect here in this case here. But yeah, from this angle, you can really kind of see that hood tacoed, bent up because of the fact that he collided with 2 vehicles on the 210 freeway. Okay, that's going to be a pretty fast and pretty aggressive move to the left. That's going to be a northbound turn into the residential area here, and so now it kind of makes you think, does he know where he's at? Is he familiar with the area? We've seen that many times with pursuits where suspects will bring us into an area of familiarity. This might be someplace that he knows, and so well, I guess we'll see what unfolds here, but not necessarily driving too fast, but sometimes this is an indicator when he tends to slow down here. If he gets to an area where he feels comfortable, he might just stop and foot bail. So something that I know the CHP are going to be looking out for. Typically when people drive, what's that? Okay, thank you, Rich. According to Rich, Rich is telling us that he's been throwing some stuff out the window there. What that material is, we just don't know. But now kind of making a left turn westbound and deeper into this residential neighborhood here. So again, the CHP is going to be wary of a situation where this guy actually just abruptly stops and perhaps foot bails. So something that we will be watching out for as well. So now moving southbound, it's kind of a horseshoe type of a neighborhood here. Now moving southbound, not driving too fast. And again, the CHP helicopter overhead, we are watching him as well. Now it just kind of looks like we're driving in circles here. So is he trying to attract attention? Is he just trying to stall? Yeah, it's hard to know, but again, it just kind of gives me the vibe that maybe he does know where he is to some degree. Now he's just kind of circling the neighborhood. Maybe he is trying to attract attention here. Maybe he knows the neighborhood. Maybe he's waiting for someone to come out. Just don't know at this point here. There aren't too many entrances and exits to this neighborhood. Now he's just kind of circling that same block. So this is kind of what we're watching right now. Just kind of keep an eye out, Rich, if we start seeing people showing up on the outside of their houses here. But again, he's just kind of keeping that same pace. He's just coming around that horseshoe again. If he makes another left turn coming up here in 2 houses or so, we'll know that he is again just circling the block. Okay, now he's just kind of passing, continuing southbound, but still in the heart of this residential neighborhood. We are basically just about a quarter mile to the east of the 605 freeway here where he got off. And now, again, he's just kind of cruising the neighborhood. He's slowing down. Okay, slowing down. What is he going to do? Is he going to give up? Okay. We can see his hands. So, okay. It looks like maybe the beginnings of a termination here where he has his hands in sight, no sudden movements, especially given the fact that this guy was potentially armed and dangerous, having thrown out that weapon at the 605 and the 210. we are just now going to watch and see how this unfolds here. So, you know, wary of the fact that this guy might have additional weapons. No problem, I've got you. Wary of the fact that this guy might be.
Делать нужно что-то с питанием, а то так и до пожизненного можно доездиться.
He's going to hit another car there, but at any rate, there he is on the ground. CHP officers, guns drawn. They are approaching 210 freeway, heading down this way. He collided with a couple of pickup trucks. Hopefully, they are going to be okay. But at any rate, that's going to create a traffic situation up on the 210. And now it looks like this guy's going to be in custody. A couple of CHP officers right there making an approach to the car, just clearing it of any additional suspects. There's the code 4. Clear the trunk. And there you go. Guys?
Wow. Yeah, we, you know, we...